there was chaos after that. Imagine a child as young as a 7-year-old witnessing that kind of brutality in their presence.
The horror of witnessing South Africa's violence. Scorched earth and evacuations, the destruction of the latest Western Cape wildfire.
And once they win tonight, it basically means that they will be able to bring the cup home.
Will we be celebrating a Bafana Bafana win tonight? And a world first, inserting a wireless brain chip in a human. What does it mean for us? Hello, I'm Jane Dutton.
This is Eyewitness News.
Residents in Western Cape's Pringle Bay have had to evacuate their homes as raging fires move down the mountain. The Kleinmond Town Hall has been designated as an emergency evacuation centre where pets are also welcome. The scenic coastal town of Hunklip is also completely engulfed in smoke. The blaze there has already wiped out a few homes.
As you can see, it doesn't look pretty. The wind is playing havoc with our teams. Then it comes up, then it goes down. I am quite concerned, and the fire chief is with me, about where this wind is going to take us. I'm not exactly sure how many people have evacuated, because many would prefer to rather stay home or go to families. I'm also a little concerned about those who have only holiday homes here, and that they in fact may not know that it is problematic. If anybody needs assistance to evacuate, please contact Teresa, contact myself, contact the municipality, but don't be stuck because you cannot move.
This is the scene today after the horror committed here yesterday. A murder in broad daylight in front of children. An eyewitness has described the harrowing moments following the assassination of Teboho Jowola, a Randwater executive in full view of hundreds of primary school learners. Randwater had been hosting a back-to-school campaign in Zakaria Park, south of Johannesburg, donating school shoes and uniforms to learners from 8 impoverished primary schools in the area.
They screamed. They ran for cover. They were running to get out of the door. And imagine a whole packed, and everybody wants to get out. We were also fearing for injuries from stampede.
So as we celebrate the good news that Nelson Mandela's personal items won't be auctioned, following the outrage after his daughter Makaziwe Mandela's intention to sell off the former president's identity document, a pair of reading glasses, a hearing aid and a pair of worn shoes for a garden, will we be celebrating a Bafana Bafana win tonight?
It's a big day for Bafana Bafana, who play Morocco in the round of 16 at the Africa Cup of Nations tonight. Bafana go into the game as the massive underdogs as they come up against a side that is ranked number 1 on the continent and went as far as the semi-finals at the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. The Atlas Lions are currently on an 8-match unbeaten run, but there is a glimmer of hope for South Africa since the last team to get the better of the Moroccans was Hugo Broos's team in the AFCON qualifiers 7 months ago. Bafana did the unthinkable and advanced to the quarterfinals at the last AFCON tournament they played in back in 2019, and they'll be hoping to achieve a similar feat and cause a major upset tonight. Kickoff is at 10 p.m. Mawande Mateza, Eyewitness News Sport.
So is South Africa one of the most corrupt countries in the world? It's certainly heading in that direction as it continues to slide down the World Corruption Perception Index, scoring its lowest score ever of 41.
We do have a government that, on the one hand, establishes structures for the fight against corruption, but at the same time, those structures are not independent and fully resourced.
South Africa's ranking puts it on par with Burkina Faso, Kosovo and Vietnam on the global index. What does Musi Maimani's Build One SA have to offer us? Here's Tsidi Madia.
I'm reviewing the Build One SA Manifesto. Let me tell you what is inside this tiny little booklet, yes? They want to create 2 million jobs, so they want a job in every household in the country. Life orientation. Musi Maimane's hatred, and if you follow him on social media, you know this is true. His hatred for life orientation has found its way into the manifesto. They want a subject that can be examined externally. Of course, when you speak about education, where they want complete reform, 50% pass rate, more salaries for teachers, and a limited role for unions at schools. They want a decentralized policing service in the country. They also want to deal with what they call obstacles to upward economic mobility. I think you can hear what that is, né? Things that hinder you and I from being able to make the ching-ching, the money. And lastly, they want to build a capable state for jobs. What does that speak to? Governance. They want to do away with corruption. They also want to see ethical leadership at the helm of our government. And of course, like the others, they want to reduce cabinets. For more, go to ewn.co.za or find us on our YouTube page.
Alleged underworld gang kingpin Kingpin Modak has pleaded not guilty to 5 of the 124 charges he's facing in the Western Cape High Court. Modak, along with 14 others, is accused of a raft of charges, including racketeering and murder, linked to the assassination of top cop Charles Kinnear in 2020. A giant leap for mankind. Tech billionaire Elon Musk says one of his companies has successfully implanted a wireless brain chip in a human for the first time. Musk says initial results by Neuralink detected promising neuron spikes or nerve impulses, and the patient is recovering well. The company's goal is to connect human brains to computers, and it says it wants to help tackle complex neurological conditions. Would you let somebody do that to you? That's it from us. See you again tomorrow. And don't forget to download our new Eyewitness News app on any app store. You can get the latest news as it breaks.
Eyewitness News. In touch, in tune, and independent. For the latest, log on to ewn.co.za or ewn.mobi.